Have you ever heard of a serial killer who targeted people based on the sound of their music? This might sound like a movie plot, but it actually happened in real life. In 1918, a serial killer known as the Axeman of New Orleans terrorized the city for over a year, targeting innocent people and leaving a trail of gruesome murders. In this video, we'll dive deep into the story of the Axeman, his motives, and the investigation that followed. The Axeman of New Orleans got his name from the weapon he used to commit his crimes. He would break into homes at night and attack his victims with an axe, leaving them brutally injured or dead. What made this killer unique was his method of choosing his victims. He targeted people who were playing jazz or swing music in their homes. In fact, the Axeman even wrote a letter to the local newspaper, claiming that he would spare those who played jazz music on a certain night. This letter caused widespread panic and confusion in the city, as people wondered whether they should comply with the Axeman's request or risk becoming his next victim. Some people went as far as organizing jazz parties on the designated night, hoping that the music would keep them safe. The investigation into the Axeman's crimes was complicated by the fact that he seemed to have no pattern in his attacks. He targeted people of different ages, genders, and social backgrounds, making it hard for the police to predict where he would strike next. In addition, the use of an axe made it hard to identify any possible fingerprints or other evidence at the crime scenes. Despite these challenges, the police managed to gather some leads in the case. One suspect was a man named Joseph Munfer, who had a criminal record and lived in the same area as some of the victims. However, there was not enough evidence to charge him with the murders, and he was eventually released. The Axeman's killing spree came to an end in 1919, when a grocer named Mike Pepitone managed to fend off an attack from the killer. Pepitone recognized the Axeman and managed to shoot him as he tried to escape. However, the Axeman managed to flee the scene and was never caught. The story of the Axeman of New Orleans is a chilling reminder of how a single individual can cause chaos and fear in a community. The killer's method of choosing his victims based on their musical preferences was particularly unsettling, as it showed how arbitrary and unpredictable his actions could be. While the identity of the Axeman remains a mystery to this day, his crimes have left a lasting impact on the city of New Orleans. Today, the story of the Axeman is still told as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the importance of staying vigilant and working together to prevent such tragedies from happening again. Thank you for watching this video on the Axeman of New Orleans. If you found this content interesting, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos on true crime and other fascinating topics.